Oh, jings. It's a bit of a colder morning considering it's so overcast. I can see my breath. Morning, girls. Hi. Before I open up, I keep forgetting to tell you about this. That's a solar panel that's attached to a webcam. So I've got a wireless webcam that has got a chargeable battery in it, but at the moment I don't need to charge it at all because the little solar panel does it. And I've got an app that I can use just to look at the girls anytime I want to check them out. So whether I'm in the house and wondering what the noise is, or whether I'm at work or whatever, it's fab. Hi girls. It's called a Rio Link. Come on then. Yay. Here it is here. Really easy to install, and the only challenge with it actually is getting the wireless signal out here because I don't have an outside booster. But in the garage, the integral garage, which is here, I've got a booster sort of pointing out this way, so that's done the trick. So mostly I get pretty good and regular signal. I'm thinking about getting an external wireless thingy, but it's the prospect of trying to install it that is putting me off. Anyhow, so that's great. I've had that for a few weeks now. Good morning, girls. How are we? How are we? I know it's been such nice warm weather, and today it's cool and damp. Who'd have thought it? The girls are doing great actually, touch wood. Matilda is still queen hen, ruling the roost. And the two new ones, look, they're drinking out water on the deck. On the left there is Jemima, and on the right is Emily. And they are doing fantastic. Look how Jemima's comb and wattles, and Emily's as well actually, have really developed now that they're maturing. As I said that, she turned away, but you should be able to see it now. There's Emily's. But they're really developing now. Oops. Jemima's had the squirts, but that's okay. I want to point the camera at it. Chicken poo is a subject that I could talk about for a whole video actually, because they have all sorts of weird poos, but I think that's maybe for another day. Yeah, oh, you're under here. If you have a look at Beryl there, Beryl's comb is sort of very pale and her wattles are very pale. That's because she's not laying. Because of course she had the implant to stop her laying because she has egg production problems. But the others have all got nice deep pink or deep red combs. And that's an indicator that your hen is in lay, or about to come into lay if they haven't been laying. So Beryl there is the only one that isn't laying. So we've got 5 out of 6 laying. Going great guns actually. Hello Edith. Come on then girls, we'll go down the garden. Oh, it isn't half cold this morning. Jeepers. I hope my plants are not too stressed by it all, the things that I've put out recently. You coming? Hi girls. Oh, we're being watched by a big pigeon. Maybe stand over here and see if we can see anything on the bird feeder shortly. And there's Colin. Little sparrow in the bird feeder. And a great tit. Is that a great tit? No, it's a sparrow. Duh. My eyesight's terrible. I mean, it sounds like I don't know my birds, and I'm not great with some garden birds, but I do know I do know some. But my eyesight is just so bad that I have spent half the time going, whoa, what's that? What colour is that? What shape's the beak? So yeah, we've had in over the past maybe 5 or 6 days, we've had some really exceptionally lovely weather for this time of year. Saturday was glorious. I'm not sure the exact temperature. It felt to me like it was in the 20s, low 20s potentially. And it was sunny, it was really baking hot. But even the other days have been warm, 13, 14, 15, 16, which to be fair is relatively warm in my book. Getting up to the 18s and 19s with a bit of a cool breeze occasionally. And over the weekend I was out in the garden mostly all of the time, and as were the girls, and they were just having a whale of a time. They were just living the high life, doing what they wanted within the bounds of the boundaries that I have around the plants I didn't want them to eat. And just dozing under shrubs when it got too hot, having dust baths, and yeah, they've had a fantastic time. But actually a little bit of rain like this is quite good, because it will be encouraging the worms to come to the surface. So as they scrape the wood chip aside, they're going to find lots of yummy morsels, little invertebrates to eat. And also little bits of grass, because I don't really have grass in the garden now. So there is always little bits of grass that come up, and the girls have a good old chomp on that as well, which I don't mind. Nope, nothing on the bird feeder now. Where have the others gone? Sometimes it's like, you've heard the expression herding cats, herding chickens is about the same. Beryl, why are you going in the opposite direction to everybody else? At this time in the morning, it's early-ish and it's quiet, so I'm a lot more stringent at checking where the girls are and making sure I know that they're safe, because there's always a chance that there's going to be a fox wandering by and takes the opportunity to snatch one of the girls. Now my garden backs onto my neighbour's garden, so as soon as people are out in their gardens, I'm a lot less worried. And to be fair, I haven't seen a fox for in the garden for years, although when there was snow on the ground early spring I did see some fox prints. So we do, or did, still get some foxes come by. But certainly not frequently, and we certainly, in all the time, I've been working from home and I've been, you know, popping out to the garden regularly for breaks and things. I've not been seeing foxes. Which, quite frankly, I'm relieved at, but I still would never take the chance of leaving the girls out in the garden on their own. They get out of their run when we're in the garden, and when we go back into the house or go out, they go back into the run. They're used to that and they don't mind it, to be fair. Mostly. We have the odd time when they're like, no, and there's a bit of a herding has to happen, but generally they'll go back in, you know, just if I call them. What are you saying, girls? So what else do we have to report? Hamble still has her little bandage on. It's a beige one today, so you probably can't see it. It's camouflaged. But her foot's coming on nicely. I had a word with a lady that I know through YouTube who has her own channel, and I'll pop her channel name up, and Sue, I think it's Pavlova Fowl, and she knows just about anything there is to know about the care and upkeep of all sorts of chickens and all sorts of birds. And I was talking to her about, you know, what could I try on Hamble's feet, because I'm worried that whilst it's still healing, the bandages are rubbing and so on. And she suggested organic coconut oil mixed with a couple of drops of essential oil of lavender. So I've started doing that, and it certainly is beautiful, a beautiful feeling. Lovely and soft and soothing. And I think it's too early, it's just a couple of times I've tried it, too early to note the effect on Hamble's foot, but I feel that it's going to do it good. Lavender has antiseptic qualities, and the coconut oil is very, very moisturising, and in fact people use it for putting on grazes and cuts and so on. So we shall see. So she's a very pampered chicken. She has a spa every 2 days. Although she doesn't enjoy it as I would enjoy having a spa every 2 days. But we'll get there. So anyway, I think I'll leave it at that this week. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate you stopping by to see the girls. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And I would love you to share the video, if you could, with others that might enjoy watching my girls and maybe some of the other videos on the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, why not click the subscribe button so that you can follow me in my chicken keeping, quail keeping and gardening journeys. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.